Well, holy smokers, folks, this ain't no dang joke as the chef is moving up big here today, and do I have some big news, okay? I have some big news to share. You will not see what I'm about to share in a press release or anything like that right now, okay? This is some real news on the DL, and I want to frame this properly and explain to folks why this is such a big deal, okay? Now, first off here, the chef making a very, very nice upward move here today.
Why did you lose all of your money on Tattooed Chef TTCF stock? Jeremy didn't know this. Galletti had 4 salaries for one guy. When you own a building and you operate your business in your own building, most people probably just pay the utilities and focus on the main business. Not for Tattooed Chef CEO, as Jeremy called them. They have their head on straight. They are relentless.
The most innovative company by far and away in the food game right now is Tattooed Chef, and it's not even remotely close. It's them, and I don't even know who's number 2, but number 2 so far behind them, it's not even funny.
Yes, I agree. Salvatore Galletti is relentless, but not for Tattooed Chef, only for himself. In this video, I dug a little deeper into TTCF's 10K and found out the proof. I am sure Jeremy never bothered to read those pieces of priceless papers.
Well guys, holy smokers, this ain't no jokers. I might have just bought what is maybe the next big vegan food company out there. We all know of Beyond Meat, right? Beyond Meat, it's the hottest of the hot vegan food companies out there. I don't own Beyond Meat stock right now. I used to own it, made some decent money on it. I don't own it right now. It's none of my business. That's, you know, everybody can argue about if that stock's overvalued or not, okay? But at the end of the day, I want the next big, huge potential vegan company out there, and I've been looking for it, and I think I have been able to find what I believe is the next big potential.
I finally understand why most of us TTCF shareholders lost most of our money. I mean, it's not just Jeremy's deadly sin that led us to this dark place. It's the outrageous, sneaky, greedy CEO, Salvatore Galletti, and his devious master plan. I will explain it all right after this.
How you like that? How you like that? Nah, look at you, now look at me. Look at you.
Welcome back to the Audacious Money Witch channel, where we talk about macroeconomy, stocks, bonds, and commodity markets. If you like any of these topics, you are intelligent. That's why you're here. And you know what to do, and push my button if you like what you see in today's video. Because you're already a success, it is done when you join the Audacious Money Witch Club. This video is brought to you by my website. If you're a good boy, go to audaciousmoneywitch.square.site to add more meaning into your life. If you play your cards right and completely submit, like my good boys do, then I will take you under my wing. Author of best-selling books, Goddess Cheryl. My good boys always get rewarded handsomely. You are such a good boy. You like hearing that, don't you? You want to get into the bookstore, you want it to be real, you want it to be true, you want to join the Audacious Money Witch Club, don't you? That face you make when you YouTube vested your life savings into a poorly run fake meat company because YouTube Lefebvre said cauliflower flavored ice pops and burgers made of leaves and dirt would change this world. But then you realize too late that nothing would ever replace or compare to a half-pound medium rare prime beef burger. And now you're facing really uncomfortable questions from your family about why you can no longer afford the mortgage on your home. So all you do is smile stupidly and say the YouTube man said, next Tesla.
Well guys, holy smokers, this ain't no joke. This is my next Tesla stock. This stock is very specific, reminds me so much of Tesla in so many different ways, okay? Easily by 2030. I think they could potentially 100x revs. This is so dang key. When you think about Tesla, you think about innovation, you think about a tech company. This company we're talking about here today, it's innovation led. So this stock reminds me so dang much. Drum roll, please. Beyond Meat. I believe this is the next Tesla stock in my opinion.
John Boy said, a lot of people lost a lot of money taking Jeremy's financial advice. He claims to be great at investing, yet he fails time to time again to spot market bubbles. Instead, telling his followers to average down on speculative, unprofitable companies, even though it was clear as day that prices in these companies were massively inflated due to excessive money printing. The worst part is, he doesn't even care, as he's more focused on himself and his losses. Him and others like him should be thrown into prison. The SEC will fail you, said this 10 weeks ago. The growth at all costs expansion model, permanent financial damage has been done here, and the float will easily balloon into 500 million plus shares quickly before they eventually file for Chapter 11. Charles said this 1 week ago. I said it all along. Jeremy is a YouTube scammer. Seven Carlin said this 32 weeks ago. Inflation, J. Powell, addiction, Sam Galletti, shorts, hedge funds, retail, gas prices, interest rates, all things Lefebvre has blamed for TTCF's collapse. The one thing he refuses to blame is himself. Allen said, there are no more sellers, said Jeremy financial destruction. Your mom's a whore, said this last November. This now has to 10x just to get back to where Jeremy said this would 10x. Philip said this 10 weeks ago. Jeremy sold his share. This means it's time to buy. I bought it at 50 cents after Jeremy sold. I still lost big. That is why Warren Buffett said it's better to pay a wonderful company at a fair price than a bad company at a wonderful price. Because a bad company like Tattooed Chef could cause you to lose all of your capital permanently. Because Patrick said, just a reminder, if you bought this when Lefebvre was recommending the stock in the $17 to $20 range, you'll need a 10x to 20x to break even. Red Ducky said, Jeremy creates bag holders, not wealth. Wayne said this about the chef's meat brilliant idea. Forbes has an article today stating that in order to become profitable, the chef is considering adding meat to its entrees and shifting to more profitable items like snack chips, protein bars, and tortillas. Tattooed pork bellies? What? Seems like a tough slog. Imagine how many companies already make tortillas. Latinos are very loyal to their family brand of tortillas. Tattooed tortillas? Nah. Ryan said TTCF at $20. Jeremy said TTCF is the future of the food industry. The stock is the next Tesla. Once Wall Street starts pouring money in this one, boy oh boy, get ready. TTCF at 7 cents. Jeremy has no words.
Don't forget to smash that like button before you leave for the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate you guys. You want to check out that course? It's brand new. Check it out, How to Invest Like a Pro in 24 hours or less. That'll be pinned comment down there. And have a great day.
Did you know Jeremy secretly sold his shares in his private Big Dog account? The California kid said this 36 weeks ago. He was bullish. I'm going to explain this in terms you skinny brains can understand. The goal was to push advertising, revenues, production facilities, and gain more point of sales. Once this cash burning strategy is almost complete, which is now, Tattooed Chef has to tighten margins and work on its profitability to avoid going deep into debt. Of course, they could have done higher revenues, but we are in recession times. Anyways, as part of the plan, Chef is now focusing on profitability. The advertising is done, connections with stores have been established, production facilities have ramped up. It is time to raise prices and cut the advertising. This company is going to be making money sooner than anyone thinks. This was the strategy from the beginning. Shorts are just trying to scare people. You think they could just keep cash burning? No, of course, they had to cut back on spending before it's too late. Cade said this a week ago. Could tell this company was in trouble when the CEO was double or even triple dipping into his income and facilities he was leasing. Yermam Sahor replied to Cade said, I called that out several times over a year ago, even quoted from the 10K about how Sam was leasing buildings to himself and taking a salary as both leaser and leasee, and another salary to oversee the transaction he was making with himself as well as CEO salary. 4 salaries for one guy. That's a scam, but the clown cult just ignored it and laughed at me. The reason why the clown cult ignored every red flag TTCF put out, it's because of they are considered TTCF as the next Tesla because of Jeremy. Tesla was burning money. Tesla was making big money moves, but they actually have a CEO who has integrity. Not like Salvatore Galletti over here taking 4 salaries for one guy living in California, wondering how much taxes he has to pay. No wonder the chef is bankrupt. I typed in leases in TTCF 10K. It said we lease office property in San Pedro, California from DeLuna Properties Incorporated, a company owned by guess who? Salvatore Galletti. Rent expense was $200,000, $200,000 and $100,000 for the year ended December 31st, 2022, 2021 and 2020 respectively. As of December 31st, 2022, we recorded $1.9 million of operating lease, right of use asset, and $2 million of operating lease liabilities in relation to this lease. Salvatore Galletti, our CEO, who wholly owns Itella Properties, has the ability to exert his significant influence on us, the Tattooed Chef Company, and thereby require us to absorb any significant losses incurred by Itella Properties. Who would have seen this coming if you didn't read this? So basically, Galletti is the landlord and the property manager and the renter and the CEO of the Tattooed Chef, the company that pays rents to the guy who already owns the building. And as the owner of the Tattooed Chef, which are us shareholders, we need to pay Sam 4 times. First, as the CEO salary. Second, as the landlord for the rent. Third, as the property manager for manage his own building. Fourth, the Tattooed Chef Company is required to absorb any significant losses made by Mr. Sam Galletti's incompetence. Wow, what a bum deal. By the way, guess how much Sarah Galletti was paid to cook plant-based frozen dinners? She earns a base salary of $132,000 per year to be a cook. I don't think she is a chef because most of Tattooed Chef's meals is average and overpriced. Yet they still have a negative gross margin. Hey, at least now you know why and who to blame. Tattooed Chef is such a scam. You are such a good boy for watching my video right till the end. Bye.